Inconceivable. The space-time subject-object phenomenal universe is a manifestation of mind, of which day and sleep dreaming are examples in a second degree. The result of this individualization process, based on seriality, which all degrees of dreamers know as reality, has no objective resemblance to that which causes it to appear, because that which causes it to appear has no objective quality at all. Therefore, that is totally inaccessible to any form of objective cognition, let alone of description. The only words that can indicate it at all are this, here, now, and am, and in a context that is entirely abstract. The negative method is provisional only. It turns from the positive to its counterpart and then negates both. That wipes out everything objective and leaves an emptiness which represents fullness, total absence which represents total presence. Here the thinking process ends and the absence itself of that is the inconceivable. Inconceivable for whoever attempts to conceive it. But who suggested that we should do that? Unrealizing mind. It. When time stops, the universe disappears. It is here all the time precisely because it is beyond the reach of time, and it cannot be held because time is intermittent. It is present in every now moment between the tick-tock of serial manifestation via which it functions indirectly. We know it eternally. It is the background not only of thought, but of every act of living. That is why it is pure function, and what pure function is. It is too clear, so it is hard to see. A dunce once searched for a fire with a lighted lantern. Had he known what fire was, how could have how he could have cooked the rice so much sooner? Moment. It is the function whose dualistic and temporal manifestation is living, the act of every action, the origin of every thought, the basis of every percept, not directly what we do, what we think, what we see, subject to time, what we project serially in the sensing as its phenomenal object. It is the living itself of life, not the way we live it objectively. The awakened can live directly, as the Zen archer or swordsman can directly act. We live indirectly, but even indirect living is ultimately it. For it, not the wooden puppet, the object is all that we are. The mind or the mouth cannot act of their own accord, said Maharshi. Recognize the force of the divine will and keep quiet. And again, the mind or the mouth cannot act without the self. Gone with my head. My head is the center of the universe. Everything I see, sense, know is centered in my head, and in yours, and in the Beatles. All are objects of which my head is the subject. Mediate the subject as a head, ultimate subject as I. But I cannot see, sense, or know my head, and the inference of its existence is inadmissible, sensorially unjustifiable. I perceive no such object, all other objects, but not that. My head alone is not my object. Of course not. It is subject. And I cannot see itself. I cannot sensorially perceive myself. Subject cannot know itself, for that which is known is thereby an object. Subject cannot subsist as its own object. So, all that is object appears to exist. Subject alone does not appear to exist. But object cannot exist apart from the subject, whose manifest aspect it is. Therefore, it is apparently inexistent subject that is, and apparently existent object that is not. Yet, since object is subject and subject is object, intemporally, that which they are, all that they can be, and all that is the absence of my head, and of course yours, and of the Beatles, and which is also the presence of everything. Where then am I? Where then are you and the Beatle? We are our absence. With apologies to Mr. Douglas Harding, who's on having no head should not be held responsible, and which says so much more and so much better.